to begin as a fifth year. Might be a bit of work, but I'm sure that's never stopped you before.
It hasn't, Professor.
Now, here we are at the entrance to the Hufflepuff Common Room.
This is the entrance?
Indeed. I will explain what to do, but I hesitate to do it myself as one errant knock leads to being doused in vinegar. Most unpleasant. You must tap the barrel, 2 from the bottom, middle of the second row, in the rhythm of Helga Hufflepuff. Well done. Now go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope
Shall
you
we back?
enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
I think I need to turn RTX off. Although I've got 2080, so it should. It's kind of weird. I wish this was on GeForce Now. It's not though. Solve a lot of issues. Very
Looks like
cozy.
everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Right. Can I? Jesus. So, type into chat here. Ba, 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 ba. Where's it on? Steam access. To feel blah 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 blah. So 40, 53. Restart the game. Holy. So it goes. There's the stairs.
A Beginner's Guide to Transfiguration was Miley's favourite textbook. I cannot seem to wrap my head around the subject.
There's the stairs.
Can't imagine starting musical this late. Wonder where they're from.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
I'm going to introduce myself to. Ah. Snowy Owl.
Oh, hello. She's awfully regal, isn't she?
Is that your owl?
I don't know who she is. Likely one of the Hufflepuffs around here. Owls choose their own company anyway. Wait, you're the new 5th year. Quite the dramatic entrance you made. Can't imagine wanting to call attention to yourself, especially since everyone will be watching to see how much you already know.
I do have a lot to catch up on.
I am a bit concerned. I have a lot of catching up to do.
Indeed, 4 years of schoolwork is a bit... being that far behind, I'd feel so... inadequate. Of course, presumably, as a hard-working Hufflepuff, you'll prove yourself in no time. I'm hard-working too, as you might suspect. but sometimes I think I should have been a Ravenclaw. I've rather a searing wit. At least people have always told me so. I'm Lenora, by the way. Lenora Everly. Well, mustn't keep you. You've such a lot to do.
Nice to meet you.
Do you really think you should have been in Ravenclaw?
Well, my brothers were. They both work in the ministry now. I suppose you could say that wit runs in the family. My aunt was a Gryffindor, though, and I've always had plenty in common with her. Determination, valor, daring. The old sorting hat was spoiled for choice with me.
Nice to meet you.
It was nice meeting you, Lenora.
Of course. Adieu. I had an awful time in potions the other day.
Oh, Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong. Oh, hello there. You're the new Hufflepuff, yes? I'm Adelaide. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a bit distracted. Letter from my uncle. So tell me, I've been hearing all sorts of rumors. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon?
Yes.
That one is true. Not the typical start to a new school.
That's dreadful. Well, I'm glad you made it here alive. Well, anyway, I imagine you have lots to do. I hope you have a wonderful first day.
Is your uncle alright?
Are you sure everything is all right with your uncle?
Oh, yes. He travels for work, always busy. I'm sure he just wrote it in a rush. Nothing to worry about.
Thank you, Adelaide. Be seeing you.
Of course. And good luck.
Anyone fancy going to Brood and Peck with me? I've been wanting to
What's this?
It's alright.
My friend said
Whee!
quality feathers, and I need one for my juggernaut.
You don't need to be frightened, little cat.
What are you doing?
I can't quite reach.
Come on, you went that way.
Hope they can catch him. Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat. I'm sure you'll find your way all right. I mean, it can be a bit overwhelming at first. I still get lost sometimes. Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our house. I'm Arthur.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Was that your cat?
No, one of the first years, I think. Don't have any pets of my own, unfortunately. My mother doesn't think too highly of them, especially magical ones.
Shame, I think magical beasts are incredible. I tend to agree with your mother.
I'm sorry to hear that. I think magical beasts are rather incredible.
Best thing about coming to Hogwarts. Nifflers, glumbumbles, bowtruckles. I thought they were only pictures in books before. Well, Dad did bring home a puffskein once. Mum was furious.
Furious.
Anyway, I'd better go make sure the first years caught that cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
Nice meeting you, Arthur. And good luck finding that cat.
Thank you. Try not to get lost in the castle yourself.
Is the new Hufflepuff out of bed yet? Professor Weasley's waiting for them outside the common room.
I could spend
Easily
all my
said
galleons
than
at
done.
Honeydukes, and just on fizzing whizbees.
The last time I was at Dog's Madame Green had
Through the door.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Okay.
Here you are.
Bit of light bedtime reading.
a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Good pocket.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Following.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Edumacation. Oh, sorry.
I certainly would have appreciated
Just
something
need to have a
like
look in
the
here.
field guide
Second.
when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up.
Can't run inside.
Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
That'll be
Revelio.
that. Field guide. Oh, just ate an apple. House Elf Recipe Book. Rumoured to contain some of Helga Hufflepuff's original creations. This book holds a collection of Hogwarts students' favourite recipes over centuries. Some dishes like called Deringable plums? Likely an acquired taste. Just unlocked a field guide challenge. Your progress towards completing challenges appears here. So need another field guide page. Field guide challenges are the only way to acquire experience points or XP. This is your wizarding level. XP earned from challenges increases your level and power. So 1%. Field guide tracks your current challenge progress. Select the challenges menu to continue. Collecting your first guide page unlocked a new challenge category. New challenges you unlock throughout your adventure will appear here. I'm not going to remember all this. I'm terrible at remembering stuff. Collect 2 field guide pages in Hogwarts. Gear appearance reward Hogwarts. Galia spectacles. Rewards must be claimed from the challenges menu. Come back as often to collect rewards.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
You've discovered a flue flames fast travel point. Open the map at any time fast travel. Huh? Hogwarts is divided into 2 main areas. The left side of the map is where students and professors live and includes the House Commons and the Great Hall. Select the Great Hall region to continue. Zoom down. In this view, you can see the flue flames are available in that region. Green flue flames represent flames you have discovered, including your own house common room. Grey flue flames reveal the location of undiscovered flames. Select Library Annex. Professor Weasley has unlocked Central Hall flue flame. Use AD to rotate the map. Fast travel to central. Okay. This is where you start realizing there's a few game mechanics to learn.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor. Can you tell me about the Charms class?
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Dark Arts.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
What's Hogsmeade?
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in
Pubs.
Hogsmeade. You will also,
Sounds
I
good.
imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
There is, in fact.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Busy day.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
I didn't say too much.
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
You can track available quests from the map. This represents main quests. Completing main quests will further the story, unlock new features, and grant XP. Okay. So Hogwarts. 35 collectible chests. 150 guide pages. Demiguise statues. 10. Astronomy tables is 1. Some quests are locked by spell and or level requirement. In these cases, you'll need to be the required level and or have the required spell to activate the quest. New spells can be earned by completing professors' assignments or as crest rewards. Track your crest with a mouse button. Oh, the right mouse button.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Okay, so quest complete. Cast Charmed Compass. Charmed Compass will lead you to anything you're tracking. What does this do? I have no idea what that does. Well. Oh my god, puzzles. Just puzzles. Can't get through. Oh, can't get through then. Go through this door. Also, flipping pictures make. Oh, it's him. What's he up to? Aye. Oh god. Why is it this is going to be really infuriating? I don't know if it's a game.
Is that all you've got?
Why the cutscenes are doing this.
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. You may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Steady a one. Okay. So we're going from here. Oh. Need to get good.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Oh, there's a shield. Levioso. Leviosa. Leviosa.
Let us begin with a basic cast.
God. Game. Can I? Okay. Map, gear, inventory, collections, settings. What's NVIDIA NIS? Should have to turn that off. Go on basic cast.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember? Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done.
Got ya.
Very good. But the best way to practice
Have to restart
is
the
by
game.
dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your
Encoding
marks.
overload.
Proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast,
Can I
and
save?
Protego. You may begin.
Oh, it crashes OBS again. Oh, 1 second. Uno momento. Settings. Save game. Manual savings currently. What saves may still be performed during this time. 35 seconds since the last save. Just do that restart. Still shutting down. See if it works. Always forgets it. Again, it takes a few seconds for Steam to disconnect the session. I don't know if that's doing anything. So should be loading now. He says. Yeah, I'm starting to use GeForce Now to play the games, but unfortunately, it doesn't have all the kind of the main games on there. I think it's kind of licensing agreements and stuff. But the times I do use GeForce Now, especially when streaming it, certainly helps a lot because I'm not having to choose my graphics card. So my graphics card's just purely for streaming. Whereas where I'm streaming and using the graphics card decoder, which also frees up the CPU, causes a few more system resource issues, unfortunately. Thing is, for the price of GeForce Now on the full kind of package, at its current level, it will take me about 3 years of using GeForce Now to get close to the current top end 40 series graphics card if I was going to buy it. That's not including the cost of other upgrades like motherboard, processor. But hopefully over the near future, GeForce Now will get these titles on there. Like Elden Ring's not on there because licensing is probably the same for this. But let's see if this helps in any way. I'm just a bit concerned if it doesn't fix this, then it's going to make playing, certainly streaming the game,
This should be easy.
not great.
You're good.
How perceptive. Thank you. There you go. Complicates things. It can't be your first duel.
I do enjoy lively duel.
I'll just push off the table.
Not bad for a beginner.
You got wrecked.
You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hecat.
Yay.
Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So,
The lip
I
sync is
advise you
good.
to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is...
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
What's going on up here? Level 2 lock.
Revelio.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Okay. Right, you.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Quite. Nothing to loot in here. Speak to this fella.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Had my share of wand combat.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Sounds suspicious.
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason.
Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Sure we'll have a little dabble. God, still going on. Go to Charms class. Where's it showing it? Chest.
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Why is there a crate here?
Revelio.
Is that just the start of the next? Hang on. So we've got any gear. Handwear, got some gloves. Face wear. Zero a defense. It's not really useful, is it? Dark flat cap. Square. Cloaks and robes. Change appearance. Oh. Okay. Whirling cloak. Legendary cloak in mystical blue and gold. Cloak in two-tone hues featuring quilted house mascot on the back. Ooh. Is this one? Chance Professor robe, a stylish lavender robe, trimmed in gold and green and embossed with a silver serpent tassel, chain brooch, and inspired by everyone's favourite charms teacher and head of Slytherin House. Azkaban prisoner coat. Rugged overcoat. Additional school robe. To go with the Hufflepuff. Or to go with the Merlin. Go with the Hufflepuff. Hufflepuffle. Wearing now. Tree, we've got nothing in here. Okay, collections. Really collected much. Challenges. Oh, rewards. We've got some new gloves. And the cape is the next one. Completed 4 main story quests. Okay, map. Don't need that at the minute. So we've got side quests. Change appearance. Oh, okay. So let's see. It's Professor Gloves, a pair of green and gold embossed silver serpents, one of everyone's favourite charms. Slogan. Go with that. Let's go with that. Oh, okay. Beaked skull mask. Mask resembling skulls of some beaked beast to inspire terror in your enemies. Really? Interesting. Interesting. My look. Chance Professor outfit. Azkaban. Azkaban. That's trousers. Trousers. Go cloakless. Oh, that one. Nothing out there. Oh, collections. Oh, that's just showing what I've just collected. Holy cow, there's a lot. There's a lot to collect, by the looks of it. Quest, charms class. Okay, let's go do the charms class. Are we going upstairs? I'm a coming. There's another quest there, is there?
What do you want? Get away from me.
Oh god.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
So many stairs.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on
Sounds
the
very
art
jolly.
of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the
I've just
summer
got
months
here.
must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Nah.
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Okay. Oh. Keep forgetting not to
That is not
let it drop behind.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
After you. Caps is target lock. What's saying?
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
That's a bit extreme.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
What are we doing? Don't understand.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep to. That's it!
No! Stop!
Not to worry.
God damn it.
Very good.
I'm good at this.
Splendid.
Stop.
Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Court rules.
Be sharp.
Okay, well, I've got a feeling that she's gonna get all but.
There we go.
Excellent.
Oh, bring it on. Oh. God damn. Oh. Stop.
Brilliant. Let us see this.
Oh, hang on. So you can use the other balls. Oh no, I stopped it far too early.
Very good.
God damn it. Should have won that. Should have won
Let us
that.
make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
What do you just do? What do you just do?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
Okay.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh!
Splendid!
Watch this.
Oh, come on, you're blocking me.
Well done.
Still in lead.
Here we go.
Just need to get into the green.
That is how it's done.
Just need to get into the green. Oh, damn it!
Stay focused.
Oh my god! Oh.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Can I rematch? I want a rematch. I wasn't thinking there at all. Of course, it was going to push you off the edge.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
And numpty.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Glad you understand.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
How big is Ugadu?
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to
Okay,
learn
we'll
about
move on.
the wizarding school.
Thank you for asking.
Ask
I
every
do
single
miss
question,
Wagadu,
be it for a week.
But I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian.
Can you walk?
You know
A word, if you would.
Or does it just run everywhere?
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Okay. Some more XPs. Just running around aimlessly.
Revelio.
Hello.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Samantha Dale.
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
It's kind of you to say.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
So where to next? So we've got a questy here. Weasley after class. Professor Weasley wants just okay. So it's downstairs. See, so we're going to be running everywhere. There's a cat. Hello, pussy pussy. No. Is there a fire down here, sir? Was upstairs? Let's be downstairs, I think. Oh. There we are. Found one. Ignatia Wildsmith. There's a pussycat. Wow.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
He's very pointy, isn't he?
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me.
No.
Isn't there?
That was it. No, Professor.
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand.
Yay.
You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
What can you tell me about potion shops and spellcraft? Let's just go.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
How about Natty?
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Sounds good. I've no idea what butterbeer is. Speak to Professor Ronan to see Professor Simon. Simon stops the quest given to Hogwarts professors. Go this way? Where is he? Where's It's raining.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Okay.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
What are we doing? Collect the flying pages near the broken statue.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Was
Got it.
got ya. Who's it?
A flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant!
Easy. It's very easy.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much trouble.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a
okay.
conduit of your magic.
Round and round and round. Mending charm repellent can be used to mend broken objects and pieces of the environment.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Okay.
Repair.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Easy. Is that it? Is it? Sure. Is there a chest there?
Revelio.
There was a room. Don't think I can get in there though. So I need to do something with.
Revelio.
How nice to see you, my young
Okay,
friend.
got that one.
A dash of powdered.
Let's do a look at the map. See where the going to Hogsmeade. Okay. To the front door.
You finished your herbology?
Got a new wand. Hello, boys.
Revelio.
Why does he look alive? Level 1 lock. Golden snitch scarf. Gear. Carmine lightning bolt scarf. Charms Professor scarf. Okay. Small levels up, are we? It's a cape. Got that one yet. Haven't got that one. completed. Okay. Lots of pages to collect.
Hello, looking for me?
No. Yes.
Natty, I hope I haven't kept you waiting long.
Not at all. Professor Weasley tells me that you need to go to Hogsmeade. You must be eager to have your own things again. And to see the village.
I've been looking forward to it.
Good. Shall we set off? I intend to give you a first-rate Hogsmeade experience.
Get some of that butterbeer. It's the front of the school.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to accompany you.
Really?
Yes, I had planned to extend an invitation to you myself. I thought you might enjoy a butterbeer in the village. The timing of Professor Weasley's owl was perfect. I cannot tell you how nice it is to breathe fresh air after being cooped up in ancient rooms. Grave mistake to take it as an elective class, believe me.
I believe you.
Quidditch arena.
Though I suppose you would not really call it elective when your mother was the one who elected that you take it.
Bet this will look really good on a 40 series
Hogsmeade
graphics
is
card.
beautiful this time of year. Everyone will tell you to visit at Christmas. But that's one of the few times of year I would rather be indoors.
Ravel, not much for the cold, are you?
Oh, I do not mind the cold so much, but it has taken some getting used to. I did not grow up around snow.
But they're like, let's have a...
Oh, wait, over here. I often spot lacewing flies in this area.
Oh? What's so special about them?
They are interesting to look at, but if you stew them, you can also use them in potion making.
Trumpets. Trumpets.
Revelio.
Oh. Okay. Need to explore.
Look, from the Forbidden Forest. Hippogriffs. I wonder if something startled them. I heard rumors that hippogriffs had been spotted nearby.
I want one.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already made.
That's the Forbidden Forest on the left. It's off limits to students, as the name implies.
Why is it off limits?
The professors claim it is too dangerous. I think that calling it forbidden only makes it more alluring. Ah, there's Hogsmeade over the crest. Past that ruin.
Oh, see the tops of the houses.
I would spend all of my time exploring if I could.
I confess, I was surprised when Professor Weasley mentioned that you knew the area, since you're relatively new here.
She said that? She knows more about me than I had thought. I will say, while I certainly learn a great deal in class, much can be gleaned outside of the castle walls.
Just collect it all.
How are you settling in? I remember the weeks that followed my arrival feeling quite strange. Everything was so new and unfamiliar.
I'm getting used to things. What about you? Do you finally feel settled?
I still miss my homeland, but it is beautiful here too. And getting out of the castle and exploring helped me to adjust quite a bit. Hogwarts has become something of a home now, I would say. Hopefully
Moonstone.
it will for you too.
Revelio.
Animals.
Mr. Moon! He is the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Miss On Eye. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, it looked right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did Mr. Moon?
Jemmy guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
Poor
Yay.
Mr. Moon. A deputy. I think he had too much fun in the village. I will say that I have never seen him in such a state. Nearly there. There is much to see outside of the castle walls, not just Hogsmeade. I am happy to explore whenever you'd like. Rumors being what they are about goblins and such, it might be nice to have a friend with you.
I'll keep that in mind, Natty. Thank you.
Get myself a new wand. Do you get to choose, or do you just get given a better looking one?
And here we are. It is hard to know where to start. The Three Broomsticks is the place for butterbeer. And you can get any sweet you can imagine at Honeydukes. I could not choose a favorite shop here. It changes with every visit. I can tell you that you are certain to find everything you need in Hogsmeade.
Okay. Hogshead. Zonkos.
Professor Weasley said that you need to get potion recipes, spellcrafts, some seeds, and...
a new wand.
Of course! You will enjoy Mr. Ollivander, and I am keen to see what you will do with a wand of your own. You should be able to collect everything you need and still have time to explore a little as well. Experience Hogsmeade at your own pace. We can meet up in the town circle when you are finished. Enjoy yourself.
Okay.
I will see you soon.
So, Hogsmeade map shows points of interest. So we need to go to... There you are.
You don't ever want to find
Scusi.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
J. Pippin's Potions.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
Scottish, I thought it was Geordie.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we?
Please do.
What can I do for you today?
These two are free. Potion that causes rocky film to develop on consumer's skin. Okay, so it's like armor. Wigan Well potion, healing potion.
Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a
Oh.
rush today.
That's a lot of stuff. Sell. Quidditch gloves. We don't sell those, are we? Tree. Can't we find it? Oh. Visibility potions. Beast quest items, notes, gear. Okay. I can make them look like something else. Okay. So how do you craft this quest? Potion magic was assigned to your tool wheel tab. Tools can be crafted at potion stations. The potion station.
Revelio.
Field guide. J. Pippin's Potions. J. Pippin Potions, established 1753, is at a apothecary in Hogsmeade, where proprietor Parry Pippin sells a wide variety of potions and their ingredients. Okay. Does he say anything else while I'm here?
What can I do for you today?
No. I think my man. All good, all good. So where do we go next? Go to... Want... The fireworks. This one in here.
An inquiring mind.
Okay.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda's student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, seeing it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. Let's look at what we have, shall we?
Potting table with small pot spellcraft. Ability to conjure a potting table with small pot. Use its pot to grow all sorts of useful magical plants.
If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Need a lot of money.
Revelio.
For them. Just gonna come around and steal your stuff. I think I need to cast a spell on him though. Golden Snitch Scarf.
Revelio.
Something downstairs. Okay. Can have a look upstairs though.
Revelio.
Find a scroll. This enchanted staircase in tomes and scrolls reveals itself. In particular, a book is moved. Proprietor here, Thomas, sells a variety of written products, including spellcrafts. Stinger dueling gloves.
Revelio.
Ollivanders. There's Ollivanders. Sorry, what am I looking for? Oops. Just up the road. This one here.
Revelio.
Dark Blade Fedora. Nice. So these Stinger dueling gloves. Level are they? 5, 4. Want headwear. Good. Chance Professor tasseled urchin hat. Oh. You can keep your hat.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time.
Well, you're our new 5th-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No.
Oh, shelves are broken.
Not you. Yes. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish.
No.
How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it.
Oh God.
Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4
Dragon
inches,
hearts.
dragon heart string. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing.
Need the other green box.
Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes. I think you might be the one.
The frame's back.
Here. Take it.
Finalized wand. Stalk honey brown.
Curious indeed.
White.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
I don't know. God damn it. Someone's
How intriguing.
different.
Curious indeed.
length each.
How intriguing.
Unbending, which
Curious
is
indeed.
How intriguing.
unicorn hair. Dragon heartstring serves the core of the wand, known producing powerful magic, consistent magic. Phoenix feathers. Unicorn hair.
A unicorn hair wand is most reliable and faithful to its owner. A dragon heartstring wand is most powerful and learns quickly.
I don't know what the difference is, if there is any difference.
Curious indeed.
For that one.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
No.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
I don't know why it has a wood type.
How intriguing.
Doesn't change the
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
It's only a bloody wand. Make your mind up.
How intriguing.
Okay, we'll go with that one.
What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
Indeed. Treat it well, and you shall find no more dependable a wand than one with a unicorn hair core. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Nice.
Revelio.
Spinny, spinny. Right, where's this last one? There's the seeds. Frequently, the Hogwarts students, villages like Zilka, is a place to buy pranks and jokes. That was a bridge. Have that, thank you.
Well, hello there.
Hello.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Oh, the dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neat. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of Dittany seeds?
Packet of what? Dittany?
Let me guess. You're after something fresh. Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Well, that's everything.
Grows mallow sweet in
Better go
small
and find
pots. Doesn't say what they're kind of used for. Focus potion. Wiggenweld potion. That's Dittany seeds. That's the leaves. This card belongs to Timothy Teasdale, runs Magic Neat, enjoys being in the thick of things, engaging with customers outside the shop. Just stealing his stuff. Sure, he won't mind. Cross over here. It's hairdressers. Quidditch goggles. Just walk into a random shop and steal their wares. Interesting. Guess you need to do some type of magic spell for them. Mind me. Just take your money. Oh. What's the sound going on my headset? It's not done that for ages. 1 second, chat. 1 minute. Unplug them and plug them back in again. See what she has to say for herself.
I have everything. I see what you meant about not being able to pick a favorite shop.
We should walk around a bit more. Perhaps today is the day I finally pick one.
Oh no. We're lagging. Oh boy.
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Oh boy. Where'd he come from? Dee 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 dee. I forgot what the controls are.
Are we weakening him at all? Keep at it! We have to wear him down! Arrest your momentum!
Hang on, a freaking. Does that
Expelliarmus! What was that?
I was trying to beat him at his own game.
I like it! Do more of it! Arrest the momentum! Look out! Look! He's faltering!
Took him long enough.
We need to make sure he stays that way!
got ya? Direct. Oh boy.
Goodness! A second troll. Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Fix. To fix some stuff.
Oh, hello there. A moment if you would.
I will see what he wants.
Oh, wrong one.
Lucky they didn't do more.
Take the monies.
Revelio.
Just take that as like a payment
Reparo.
to cover the cost of repairs.
One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about.
Bunny dupes. Like Sweetie Shop. Have that page. Nice, got the Flu Flame.
Reparo. Ah, good as new.
Fireworks. What do you get? Meow. Oh.
Tego.
Oops.
Revelio.
These cats. Kitty jumper. Something happens if you stroke cats. These cats seem to stay close to Scrivenshaft's quill shop. Perhaps it's the feather quills that entice them, or perhaps it's the treats that owner often leaves for them. Been my mission to stroke all the pretty cats.
Revelio.
Like a secret wall or something.
Reparo.
Lovely. Can't go in there.
Revelio.
Oh, there's a secret room in there. Don't know how to get in there though.
Reparo.
Nice. Is this Gladrag's wizard wear? Can't speak.
We were just talking about you.
Revelio.
You're been in there. Already stolen his stuff.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself. Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin.
Absolutely.
But
Ow.
I can offer you something much more useful.
Give me that medal.
I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes, in thanks for what you did today.
Ooh.
Thank you, Mr.
I'm going to say
Hill.
no, am I?
That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? Plenty for your perusal
about Natty?
today. Take your time.
Oh. Traditional school robe. Cannot upgrade. That's the only thing I can... It's the only thing I can take. Well, I suppose I'll have to do. We receive a new piece of gear. Time to equip it. So... Clothes and robes. Okay. So I'll take that. Yeah, this stuff ain't cheap, is it? Collecting money slowly, though.
What an extraordinary introduction to Hogsmeade. I would say that we, and you in particular, have earned at least one butterbeer. Shall we head to the Three Broomsticks?
Sounds like a good idea.
Butterbeer.
Just down this way then.
Hang on.
Nice, I'll even...
To sort me, outfit out. Oh, that one. Back to what we had before. Why is that locked? Too low level. Goggles. But we don't want to be walking around wearing goggles because that looks silly. Change look. They're the same, aren't they? It's fine. Okay, so that's just collections is just like Wikipedia, I suppose. This gives you the information about places you've been, so you don't actually collect anything from those. Field pages. Nearly done that. Do that actually in Hogwarts to get those gloves. No owl post. Quests. Okay.
Worthy items, should you be inclined, you're most welcome to peruse my shop at your leisure.
Okay.
Assuming it is not too busy, you might even meet Serona, the owner. She is a charming hostess and a powerful witch.
Oh, no.
Good one to know.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go. Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
Plot thickens.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well.
What a voice.
Now, what can I... Oh. There's a face I haven't seen before.
Wasn't meant to be that deep.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one, single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thank you for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The 3 broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Nasty man.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls, Ranrock, and Rookwood. What are you not telling me?
I promise to tell you everything. But it's perhaps best I do that later.
Some quests have open
I think that
objectives,
now
no
might be a
compass
good time to
power.
head back to the
Set a
castle.
personal waypoint on the map to track your location.
I am certainly glad Sirona was there.
And that she isn't intimidated by thugs like Rookwood and Harlow.
I want to understand what's going on, and I hope you will tell me. But for the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley will certainly hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. I don't want her to worry.
Let's return to the common room for the night. Select Hogwarts map. Great Hall. Hufflepuff common room. So some enemies are vulnerable to certain spells and techniques in your arsenal collections menu. Okay. Got an owl over my bed. Quest complete. Oh, it's nearly level up. Nearly. Hello, Mr. Owl. Challenges, quests. Huh. But I think save. Save. And we'll exit game because it's 1:30 in the morning. And have to go up in the morning. Excuse me. Or get up this morning, I should say. Excuse me. Coughing. Oh. What day is it today? Thursday, Friday, as in tomorrow. Or today. You look at it. I won't be around Saturday. Should be. And to be honest, I might just carry on with this. I said at the start of the stream, no, it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's actually so far it's certainly caught my attention. It's been very kind of stop-start. There's been a lot of story behind it, as you'd expect with this type of game. Hopefully, the amount of kind of action, I suppose, will increase, if you want to call it that. But no, overall, it seems to be a well-made, put together game. So yeah, we'll probably carry on that one Saturday. And yeah, so I'll be around Saturday, Sunday, Monday, going forward. Same as usual. So, excuse me, I'm going to cough. You get a drink. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your week. And if I don't speak to you over the weekend, have a good weekend. And hopefully I'll catch you back here soon. I'll press this end button. And bid you farewell. Good night.